Well, hello, everyone. This is your girl Zengaya, the Zen Libran, and welcome to my channel, Narcissistic Abuse Tarot. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. I hope your weekend has got off to a fabulous start, and I hope you're just in the high vibrations and tapped into a great frequency. Peace, love, and light to y'all. I love y'all. I want to thank you for viewing my channel and welcome to Decoding the Spells. Decoding the Spells. This is where I break down words. Like I say, the English language is a very occultic language. It's the language of the angels, the fallen angels. So it's very deceptive, okay? The language itself is a spell. And we're under it, ladies, but we have the magical gifts to tap into a frequency that shines the light on everything. We're very magical, ladies. We just need to tap into that frequency, okay? We are the creators. We are the rulers here on this realm. And there's a lot of things that we've gotten away from due to being ejected off the throne and a lot of things hidden to us. But ladies, we have a talent within us to reveal everything. We just need to tap into it. Okay? All right. So let's break down some words, ladies, and let's strengthen your third eye because you are magical, and I just want you to see beyond the veil. It's not enough to understand the word. You need to understand and overstand the word to get its actual meaning. Just don't go by what you see on the surface. Go deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because you are deep. All right? All right. I was doing some research on King Tut, and it's a lot of things, guys, that I revealed about King Tut. Actually, Kentucky is named after King Tut. Y'all always looking over there in Africa to Egypt. Egypt is not in Africa. Egypt is here in America. Okay, Egypt is America. They've even found the reptilian man in Kentucky. Okay, I did a lot of research on King Tut and a lot that I found out, y'all. But while I was researching King Tut, I came across this interesting word that I've never seen before, and I was like, wow. And I broke that word down, and I thought that I would come and break it down to you. It's interesting, ladies. I always tell you that you're God. By the way, guys, if you haven't followed my second channel, Woman is God, please do. Please do. It's a channel all about the divine feminine. I'm all about elevating a woman, getting her back to her empress status so the matriarch can rule again. I'm all about that. And that channel is all about the divine feminine. I channel a lot of messages through music. So on that channel over there, I'm singing a lot, boogling around with you guys, what I'm saying, having some fun and channeling my messages. And I also do word magic on that channel also because I am so interested in strengthening that third eye of the divine feminine. I want you to see what I see. We are seers, ladies, and I want you to see beyond the veil, okay? But this was an interesting word, ladies, that I actually never saw before, and I thought it was interesting, and I know it would be interesting to you. Antepenultimate. Antepenultimate. Have you ever seen that word? You probably have, if you're an avid researcher like me, and then a lot of people haven't. Look at that word. I want you guys to start strengthening your third eye. What word do you see in this word? What word do you see in this word? Okay, we got to use our third eye, ladies. We have to see. We are the seers. We have to reveal these messages and stuff from the divine. No one else can do it. No one else can do it, ladies. Okay, they always talk about has the hieroglyph has been deciphered. No, because we ain't went over there. We haven't read them. The women haven't gathered and read them. Only the seers can read them because that was messages left by our ancestors to us for the future. Okay? But antepenultimate. Let's break this word down. Let's decode the spell of this word. All right? The first part of the word, ante, it means before. Okay? Pretty easy, pretty harmful, huh? Okay? That's the first part of the word. The second part of the word, penal. I broke it down. I substituted the U in the word for an A. Like I tell you guys, vowels are interchangeable. They weren't in our language. They were interjected in our language because the conqueror could not speak our language because their tongue is different. Okay? So they had to interject vowels into our language in order to speak them, to speak our language. But our language consisted of consonants and symbolism. Okay? So if you was to take the vowels out of these words, they would be the same word. They would have the same meaning, you know? But I switched the U out and put in an A, and it's penal. And the word that I wanted you guys to see in penultimate was penis. Okay? I want you guys to see that word in that word. Okay? All right. So, let's break it down further. Okay? You got the word penal. Penal means punishment by law. Disciplinary means harsh discipline. Confinement mean they lock you up, mean that you're not free. Offensive. It's offensive. You know, usually they do this to offenders that offend other people, but the confinement is offensive. These jails and prisons are offensive. And penal means punitive institutions like penitentiaries and jails and stuff like that. Okay? The penal system. The penal system is the law that punishes you, that gives you harsh discipline, that locks you up. If you are an offender, you know what I'm saying? They lock you up in offensive, punishable, punitive institutions. Okay? That's what they do. Okay? Now, me seeing the word penis in here, penis is an external male instrument organ, which means that it's supposed to go inside of something if permitted to. Okay? And we know what that if you're permitted, if you're allowed to go inside of a vagina, then it goes inside. That's what the male organ is used for. And it additionally serves as a urinary duct. Okay? So that's what instrument means, that it has permission to go inside of something, to enter, which is a vagina. Okay? So when you see penis or penal, it's masculine. It's of a man. Okay? So the penal system is when the men is what the men rule. You know, men are from Mars and they're very rambunctious. They're very they want to fight. They want to discipline. They want to harsh treatment. You know what I'm saying? That's their nature. That's the man's nature. They are the beast. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's called the penal system, because it's ran by the penis. It's ran by the male. Okay? Ran by the male. All right? All right. Get it? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go to the last part of it. Let me put this down so you guys can see. Okay, we done broke down ante. We done broke down penal. So now we're at the timate, the end part of it. Okay, so I did the tima. I took the a out and I substituted it for an e, and I got time. Okay, I got time. And what is time? Time is a point of progress, a point of existence, of being. Okay? Pretty harmless. We understand that, right? Okay. All right, so let's get to the end. You know what I'm saying? Which leaves the T and the E. Okay? Okay. So the TE, I switched the E for a U. And of course, I broke down two so many times and over so many videos. And we know now that two means authority. Okay. So let's put this all together. Let's put it all together. Antepenultimate. When I looked up, when I was doing my research on King Tut, what drew my attention that it said that King Tut was an antepenultimate. And I say, what the hell is antepenultimate? Okay. My research said that King Tut was an antepenultimate pharaoh of the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. Okay? His death marked the end of a dynasty, of the dynasty's royal line. So, when King Tut died, that was the end of the royals. Okay? That was the end of the royals that were ruling then. Okay, so King Tut ruled before. Okay, before. Okay, let's put all of this out here and let's get it all together. So King Tut was an antepenultimate. Let me put this up here. Okay, King Tut was an antepenultimate, which means that King Tut was in rulership before the man took over the authority. Okay? So if the man wasn't in authority, who was in authority, ladies? And I tell you that we were here way before man was ever even thought of. Okay? Didn't I tell you that? I did tell you that, didn't I? Okay. So, King Tut ruled before the man came with his laws of punishment, harsh discipline, confinement, offensive, punitive institutions, jails, penitentiaries. This was before, this King Tut ruled before the man came in authority with this harsh rulership. See, we don't have anything in our language that the Egyptians did not, that consisted of jail or penitentiary, because those did not exist. Those did not exist. Those things existed when man came into authority. Okay? See, man rules with death and destruction. So they have to try to destroy you, make you, instead of, they want you to fear them. They want you to fear them so that you can worship them. That's the man's motivation in ruling. It's domination. He has to have dominion over you. You're not free to think, to be. You know what I'm saying? You're under his rulership, and he will give you harsh punishment, harsh discipline, put you in punitive institutions if you was to offend his laws. Okay? Now, King Tut was an antepenultimate, which means King Tut ruled before the man took charge with this harsh rulership. Okay? Before the man was in authority. Okay? So if King Tut ruled before the man was in authority, Hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been researching. I've been really researching it before I say anything, and I'm leaning to King Tut was a woman. Okay, now listen to me. Now dodge the hijack. Dodge the hijack. Now, they said that the wife was a Nox on the moon. You know what I'm saying? But if you was to break down her name, and that's not what her name was. That's not who she was born as. Her name was something else. Okay, and if you were to break her name down, her name basically breaks down to the moon, the god of wisdom, the moon god. It's deep, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of my research on King Tut. You know, and I'm seeing that, wow, we've been lied to. We've been lied to, y'all. We've been lied to. You know what I'm saying? They telling you that these people have wives and stuff, and we just believe it instead of doing the research ourselves, you know? The powers that be, they don't just name things. I mean, they tell you that this was the name of this person and this was the name of this person, when in actuality, they group, the definition of the word is what is exactly that it is. I mean, I wish I could get y'all to understand what it is. These people don't, you think that these names they give people like King Tut was not the name of King Tut. That's a name. That's syllables and stuff that mean things that's put together and lets you know who King Tut was, what King Tut represents. See, your name is your brand. This is how the powers that be, they brand you, so they give you a particular name, and this name has meaning, and this is what you represent. You know. But I'm going to break down the name King Tut. Okay, but King Tut was an antepenultimate, which means that King Tut ruled before the man came into authority with his harsh disciplinary jails and punitive institutions, and before confining people. And King Tut ruled all before that, before the male ruled, before the male was in authority. So before the male was in authority, who was in authority? The women, the Antus, the high priestess were in authority. That's what Antu means. See what I'm saying? That's how they name it. See, An means high priestess, and Tu means authority. So they call the women Antus. I'm pretty sure they didn't call themselves that, but that's what the powers that be call them. You know what I'm saying? So look at these names that the powers that be give people and places. You know what I'm saying? And just it's something deeper behind the name. You know what I'm saying? You could decode these spells. You have to look. Like I say, it's not enough to understand, because you're just getting the base of it. You need to understand and overstand, so in order to get the meaning of the freaking word. Now, antepenultimate means King Tut was an antepenultimate, which means that King Tut ruled before man came with these harsh disciplinary laws. These did not exist before then. That's not how the woman ruled. So if King Tut ruled before the men took charge, then who was in charge? The women. And King Tut was the ruler. So was King Tut a woman? King is a feminine word. It is a feminine title. It's deep. It's deep. You know, it's a rabbit hole that we have to go down to understand, because we've been lied to. And it's there. You just have to dig and research it, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need critical thinkers out here, ladies. And that is us. That is us, ladies. We can decode the spell. Okay? And the spell is that they characterizing people in history, which is his story, of course. Okay? And they're making them men when they were women. Wow, you know what I'm saying? So that was an interesting word that I thought that I would break down for you guys. And I hope that I am getting to the person that I'm supposed to reach. okay? Because this is important. I'm trying to wake you up. It's an awakening, and I'm trying to wake you up. This is my job. This is my purpose. I'm here to wake you up, to spark the mind of the person that's supposed to get their ass up here and rule and take back over our planet, ladies. This is a war. It always has been a war between the matriarch and the patriarch, Beauty and the Beast, okay? Beauty ruled before the Beast. So if King Tut ruled before the Beast, King Tut had to be Beauty. King Tut is a fucking woman. I'm going to let y'all marinate on that. Now, I'm going to go to my channel and I'm going to break down King Tut's name, Tutankhamun. I'm going to break it down on my second channel, Woman is God. So, guys, please tune in on my second channel, Woman is God. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? And we decoding these spells. We breaking it down. Okay? So, Antepenultimate means before man became authority. It was a point in time where man progressed, where they were being the authority in this realm. Okay? Harsh punishment, dictatorship, dominion. Okay? All right, y'all. Interesting. Do your more research on this word, y'all, because you're not going to see it. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to see it when you're talking about ancient Egypt. Because ancient Egypt was before the male. Ancient Egypt was the authority, the time of authority of the man. It's before the man's time of authority. That's what antepenultimate means. Before the male's time of authority. Deep, huh? King Tut was a freaking woman. And I know y'all may think I'm crazy, but, you know, I'm going to break down his wife's name, too. Which they tell you that he had a wife. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, the people that, the people that win the war, they write the history. And when I say his story, I mean his story. And who makes a hiss? A snake. Before the snakes made history. Okay? All right, y'all. So, we decoded Antepenultimate today. And I wish you would do more research on that word. Read things that this word is more in the environment. So you can have a better understanding. Okay? All right. I love y'all. And I will see you next time on Decoding the Spells. Bye-bye.